Hi to everyone watching this video of the FGCU cheer staff. First and foremost, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the video, but I'm going to start by answering your interview questions. The first one was, why do you want to be an FGCU cheerleader? First and foremost, I love cheerleading because it's a team sport where you can't excel without the help of your teammates. You can't be a good flyer without a good base, and everybody needs to work together to make everything hit, to make everything look good, and that's something that builds a sense of community within the team that a lot of other team sports don't have. Aside from that, I love your school, I love the campus, I love the area. Cheer has been something I've done since I was a little girl, and it's always made me happy, but in this sense of going to your school and being a member of your team, it will be the first thing that I feel like I've done because I want to do it in a long time. It's not something I'm doing for my family or anybody else. It's just for me, and cheerleading brings me to a really good place where I'm content and I'm happy, and it brings me, a lot of happiness and gets me out of the house. It keeps me active, it keeps me social, and I just love everything that entails being a cheerleader. It's something that really just has made me happy for a long time. The second question you asked was the reason I think I would be a good addition to your team and the FGCU facility in general. And I think that I make a good teammate, I'm versatile, I have a good attitude, I'm probably the toughest on myself, and that tenacity and dedication is what makes me a better cheerleader and a better person, is because I'm always looking for ways that I can improve myself. And even for this video, in a sense, I did improve myself. There were a lot of skills that I might not have had, or I might not have even tried to get if I didn't realize that cheerleading was something I wanted to keep pursuing past my junior college career. And I think that motivation is something that gives me a reason to work harder and to keep working harder. And as a member of your team, I would do that for everybody on your team too. You can put me wherever you want to put me. I'll do anything that's going to make us better as a whole. And I think that's why I would be a good addition to your team. The third question you asked is how many outside commitments I'll have other than cheer, and my honest answer is I'm not completely sure yet. I haven't moved to Florida yet, and I haven't gotten a sense of what I like there and what I really want to do outside of just going to school and hopefully being a member of your team. But I will say that right now, I am in school full-time this semester. I'm taking 23 credits, and I work 2 jobs, one in the morning and one at night. But I also have never missed a practice, and I haven't missed a game. I go out into the community. I volunteer for my coach at the middle schools out here, and she sends me out to do community service a lot for her. So even if I do have the outside commitments, I balance my time really well. And I wouldn't estimate working probably more than 2 days a week at the most when I do move. But like I said, I'm not completely sure just because I haven't lived there yet. And I think that working is something I've done since I was 14, and it's something I probably would feel weird not doing. But as far as school and cheer goes, those are my priority commitments, and everything else can be put on hold until those are finished as well. A little bit about my past cheerleading experience. I started cheerleading the same way I think pretty much everybody starts cheerleading, which is as a peewee. You're 4 or 5 and you don't really have the coordination to do anything yet, but you do all the cute cheers, and you learn all the motions and everything. And that's how I started cheer, and I did that for as long as I could. But my school was very small, and we didn't actually have cheer for middle school, so we only had cheer when you got to junior high. And so once I got to 6th grade, I started cheering again for our basketball teams. We didn't have football, so never really done any of that, but started cheering again for basketball, and I did that all the way up until my senior year of high school. So my freshman year I tried out, and I ended up making the varsity team. So I did varsity cheer for all 4 years of high school, and my junior and senior year I was a cheer captain, and I think that really helped make me a better leader and a better teammate, was being a captain, and what that role had. What I gained from that role was a lot of knowledge that I put into cheering in college as well. And so then after my senior year, I got recruited to do the all-star team for the state. So I was first team all-state for New Hampshire cheerleading, and we cheered and scented at a Shrine Maple Sugar Bowl, which is pretty much the all-state football game. So I did that, and then I moved to Arizona and I joined the cheer team out here. So I've been a member of the AWC cheer team for 2 years. Last year we placed first in national partner stunt competition, and this year we placed second in large co-ed. And I think that competing is probably one of my favorite parts, but I also really just enjoy basketball season a lot more than football season. So that's pretty much all my past experience. You know, I've had a lot of competitions throughout the years, but I do also have college experience, and I think that gives me a little bit of an advantage in a way that I've already learned how to do back tuck baskets and 2-2-1s and A-frames and everything like that. I've been a mid, a top girl, a base. I can do anything that's gonna make it hit pretty much. So that's about all my cheer experience, but hopefully I'll have more. The last question you asked is why I wasn't able to attend tryouts this year, and in a perfect world I would have loved to be there. I would love to meet the coaching staff and you guys watching, and I would have loved to meet hopefully my future teammates, but unfortunately I just couldn't afford it, and I wish I could have been there. But I am on a partial scholarship here, and even though that helps, it doesn't cover everything, and I don't get any financial aid, so I pay my tuition out of pocket. So those are just costs that have added up over the last 2 years of being here and the last few semesters, as well as just other expenses like rent and gas and groceries and everything else. I just couldn't afford it, even though I would have loved to be there with you guys for this tryout. Thank you for your time watching the interview, and I hope you enjoy my video. FGCU, fight, Eagles, fight! H-O-L-D, hold 'em, hold 'em. H-O-L-D, hold 'em.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ow. Talk to him. I mean, sometimes you got people going against you and you just gotta go above and beyond all that. Let's go. Straight up the top, just so you know ain't no stopping us. Yeah, I see you been watching us. You could try, but you better off. I ain't a spectate from the audience. Why you hating from the bleachers? Cheerleaders is loving us. Grab a pom-pom, baby. Last year we was last place, this year we in first. We was hungry for the title, now we quenching our thirst. You was on your best behavior, yeah, we on our worst. Killing the competition, rolling around in a hearse. Life is like chess, except it ain't a game. Some pawns remain pawns, some pawns become kings. Think before you move, think 3 steps ahead. Peep game, protect queen. Some rooks get took, some knights get swiped, some bishops get slain. I'ma tell you like my homie told me, life is like chess except it ain't a game. So when you gotta want it, you know my team want it, you know my